Hello everyone, and welcome to the History of McDonald's. May 15th, 1940. McDonald's was started over 76 years ago by Richard and Maurice McDonald in San Bernardino, California. Their father, Patrick, opened a fast food stand called the Airdrome. Hot dogs were the first menu item and hamburgers were added later at the cost of just 10 cents. Drinks had unlimited refills and cost only 5 cents. Later, the brothers relocated the building and called it McDonald's BBQ. 1948. It took 8 years before the brothers realized that hamburgers were their most popular item, and so they filtered out the menu until there were only hamburgers, chips, drinks, and apple pie. Another year passed, and they substituted french fries and milkshakes instead of chips and pie. This is when they shortened their name to just McDonald's. 1952. The brothers decided they needed a new building with a more eye-catching look. They did this by making out of stainless steel, bright metal, and red and white ceramic tiles on the floors. This is also when they added the iconic McDonald's Golden Arch. In late 1952, they wanted to expand and began looking for a franchisee. Their first franchisee was opened in Phoenix, Arizona. Several more popped up in the coming years. 1960s. While the McDonald's franchise had been doing fairly well until now, it wouldn't start taking off till the 60s. They were bought out by Ray Kroc for $2.7 million, and this was actually a good thing, as he had the goal of making it the #1 fast food restaurant in the country. In 1969, McDonald's sold its 5 billionth hamburger. 2 years later, McDonald's would have a restaurant in all 50 states. 1970s. McDonald's grew even more in the 70s, and by 1976 they were earning over $1 billion a year and had sold over 20 billion hamburgers. McDonald's would then start moving into the breakfast menu. In 1972 they added the Egg McMuffin, and by 1977 they had a full menu. Breakfast became so popular that 1 in 4 breakfasts were eaten at McDonald's. 1980s. Until now, McDonald's had very little competition. But now McDonald's was competing against Wendy's and Burger King and had to continue to lower prices and make new menu items to stay competitive in the ever-changing market. McDonald's also opened up its 10,000th restaurant in 1988. 1990s. The 90s were when McDonald's began to expand globally. In 1991, 37% of sales were from outside the United States. By 1997, that number was 51%. With a much bigger market, McDonald's grew at an astounding rate. They grew over 2,000 restaurants a year, which is around 5 a day. But this growth had side effects. While there were more restaurants, sales had not really gone up, and owners complained that the restaurants were cannibalizing each other. So McDonald's cut back expansion to just 400 a year. 2000s. As McDonald's continued to grow, it began to face many problems. McDonald's was sued in 2001 after it was revealed that they added beef extract into the french fries for flavor, even though their ads said they were cooked in 100% vegetable oil. McDonald's also had to battle its public image as an unhealthy fatty food company. They pulled out of Bolivia and 2 Middle Eastern nations because of their negative reputation. In 2002, McDonald's closed 700 restaurants and lost $853 million. This was their first loss in 38 years. 2010s. McDonald's slowly began to recover by updating their older restaurants and making new ads. In 2012, they created the largest McDonald's restaurant in the world for the Olympic Games in London. It had over 1,500 seats, was half the length of a football field, and served over 100,000 fries, 50,000 Big Macs, and 30,000 milkshakes during the Olympics. McDonald's also announced a record-breaking $27 billion in sales. In 2015, McDonald's has 36,525 restaurants worldwide, 420,000 employees, and has sold over 100 billion burgers.